Hello everyone, and welcome to our vlog, this time coming from the Carnival Magic during our 9-day cruise to the Eastern Caribbean.
So yeah, as Paul was saying, we are here on our cruise to the Eastern Caribbean, and we've hit 3 islands this cruise. It was actually supposed to be 4, and we can talk a little bit more about that, but we've gone to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and the Grand Turk. Turk or Turks?
Turk.
Grand Turk. It's
Turk.
actually Turk and Caicos Islands. Islands, plural for Caicos, but Turk is singular, so something we learned. We're gonna kick off with our fun days at sea because majority of the 9-day cruise was spent at sea, where we see nothing but the waters. We are currently sailing on the North Atlantic Ocean, which is known as the international waters, and therefore it's tax and duty free. Most importantly, everything that we buy, everything that we shop is tax and duty free. Let's go into fun days at sea.
So, how our cruise is structured for a 9-day adventure is we boarded on Monday, August 22nd at 4 p.m. and we set sail for San Juan in Puerto Rico.
We're boarding our Carnival Cruise ship right now.
So we spent the rest of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and it was supposed to be part of Thursday, all at sea. And what Carnival does is they have a very large emphasis on fun. They are known as the fun ship, the fun cruise line, so no better way to call the days at sea than fun days at sea. There's many different things that we are able to do. The first that we'd like to highlight is the spa. Now, we are in a special stateroom, and our stateroom is called the Cloud9 Spa Suite stateroom. So what this means is we have a balcony, first of all, but more importantly, we're located on deck 11 in the forward part of the ship. And that is important because the spa is located on deck 12 in the forward part of the ship. So it's very easy access to go to the spa.
Where are we going, Paul?
Let's go, baby.
How often have we been up here?
At least 4 hours a day.
Oh my gosh. That's why we're near the spa stateroom.
And with our package, we are able to access a couple things. One is a variety of discounts and free treatments or consultations, etc. in the spa fitness center. But one really cool thing that they have on the ship is the thermal suites.
This is the steam room. It is extremely hot and humid in here. How do you feel this morning, Paul?
Hot.
For starters, we did a treadmill run, and now we are going to relax with a view. One of the fun days at sea, we spent about 2 hours napping at the thermal suite. Think of like a hard rock bed where it's like angled a certain way so that it targets certain parts of your back and your butt area and your legs so that you're like arched in a certain way. So we fell asleep up there for 2 hours. Supposed to like open up your pores and make you sweat. Pretty quiet up in the front, which is something that we wanted going into this cruise. We wanted it to be more of a relaxing vacation. Another thing we really enjoyed on the cruise thus far is the performances, the programs, the music, the dancing under the stars. The Carnival crew really put together a fantastic program for us where they bring in really talented group that does very Broadway quality performances where they do covers of a bunch of different popular songs, whether it's from the 50s or the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and they have like amazing costumes, they have spectacular voices. Cruise director, his name is Ryan Rose. Shout out if you ever see this, Ryan. But he is the funnest cruise director. He throws these amazing dance parties up by the deck. We also went to a magic show. One more thing, we also enjoyed a lot of the movies up by the deck. Around sunset, they would throw movies up on the screen. The sound quality was amazing too. Really feels like outdoor cinema, where you know those drive-in theaters, but instead on sea they call it dive-in movies. I really enjoyed the movies. So that's the entertainment on the ship. Another thing we really liked was the food. The food. It was better than expected.
Yeah, and if you know us, you know, or if you know me, if you know us, you know, we love food.
Honestly, we'll eat anything.
For better or for worse, but like Maggie said, we were pleasantly surprised by the number of options and also the quality of the food. Just started off when you arrive on board on our first day, we were so hungry looking for a place to eat, and there was a lot of options available.
Oh, before you start, it's all free because we made sure to take advantage of free food. Whatever Paul's mentioning now is all F-R-E-E.
Free. Yes. One of the options, which is available actually for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is called the Lido Buffet, which basically means buffet quality food. But when I say buffet quality food, this is not your rundown
like school cafeteria food. No,
This is actually, you know, I think a lot of the times it was great meats such as salmon, steaks, good
fish,
potato,
a
a lot of fish, good potato options. They also had Blue Iguana kind of breakfast burrito place, which is pretty good. They had also a sit-down brunch type where you could get brunch foods for breakfast. I think lunch, honestly, they had the most options available during the day. This was from 12 to 2:30. So in addition to the buffet, they had a sit-down lunch option. They had a Mongolian wok option. They had a sandwich and deli option. They had a guy's burger option, and they had a pizza option. And Maggie can talk about dinner.
Oh, dinner? We started off the cruise going to the sit-down dinners. A 3-course dinner, they give you appetizer, entree, and then the dessert. Very kind of like fancy style where they have a waiter. Really just stick with salmon and shrimp. But on this cruise, I've tried sea bass, I've tried tilapia, I've tried whatever other fish is out there. Honestly, they all taste the same at this point. The highlight of the food, I think the cheeseburger is really good because Paul and I also love cheeseburgers. We've probably visited the Cheeseburger Shack
5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times. Never misses. It always hits perfectly well. The fries are also bon appetit.
Tonight, we are doing some special experience, which we did pay for, but it's called the Chef's Table. So what this is it is a multiple course meal served by the chef in a special occasion, which we don't know where it is yet. But after we go here tonight, we will update you on how it was.
Yep.
We just finished our dinner at the chef's table. It was a 9-course meal, which is a lot of courses. We'll throw the menu up on the screen here, but it was a lot of food. But it was a great time. We got to have an intimate dinner with 10 or 9 other people. So there was 11 of us, and there was a chef and a lot of helpers, and it was overall a great experience.
They were phenomenal. And we got to, this is our group that we went with to eat. Oh, and the cool thing was we got to celebrate our engagement, and they gave us a special dessert and sang us the engagement song, so that was very sweet. It was a fantastic experience. Highly recommend, but definitely way too much food. Even though it was like all portion, like very bite-sized portions, it was still too much food. But
right inside the cup is your time punch, and then a fun. Basically, 2 kind of soup: lobster bisque and a French onion soup, or you can call it. We not allows any oven flame in the galley for the safety reason. So everything based on electric oil.
Remember David's oysters? He whipped it.
Your
Oh,
yeah.
moving on to facials, massages. Paul and I really enjoy facials, back massages, full body massages. So thank you, spa team.
A very good afternoon, Magic family. This is
Captain
Captain Severini speaking.
Thank you, Captain. What's going on, Carnival Magic family? Ryan Rose, your cruise director here.
Bro, I like how that's Ryan Rose, the cruise director, and let's just say our captain is not a native English speaker, so I feel bad because every single announcement the captain makes, the American cruise director has to come on and like translate his accent. We noticed immediately upon arrival and throughout our cruise is that the crew, which are the people who work in the cruise, are very internationally diverse, but also very, very friendly, which is honestly one of the best parts about this cruise. I feel like they're treated us as family, never upset, never unwilling to do anything, and overall made this experience very, very nice.
I concur. And then one thing that I've noticed about the cruise is that honestly, they're always trying to sell you something, whether you're on the cruise or off the cruise. After our spas, masseuse would come back and recommend all of these products that we should buy. And honestly, if you're a person that finds it hard to say no sometimes, you might just have to build up the ability to say no.
To expand on that a little more, this cruise is ruthless when trying to sell you something. Now, I understand that it's part of their business model, but it is absolutely insane. I think in the first 3 days, we were probably offered to buy or purchase something at least one time every hour. It was crazy. And they kind of bait you in with these free seminars or free consultations or just things, but then they bring in a purchase aspect. For example, we went to a kind of health and wellness class, and they taught about how to detox your body, how to improve your nutrition, and how to increase your exercise. We're like, oh, it sounds really cool. Like, I think I know how to eat better and how to work out, but how do I detox? And you know what the answer was? to spend $1,500 on their detox supplements.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, till next time.